Her last TikTok was a cry for help. No one saw it. My phone's at 2%. No signal. No upload. I'm crouched behind the dresser because the bed felt too obvious. I can hear him. Floorboards creaking. One footstep, then another, slower this time. Like he wants me to know. I should run. But where? The door's shut. Locked. But I don't trust that lock. I don't trust anything tonight. Not even my own breath, it's too loud. I press record. Not live. Not this time. Just something. A whisper to leave behind in case. In case he finally does it. Sometimes I think if I vanish, no one will care. I mouth to the camera. But it doesn't feel like a trend this time. It feels like the truth. The air changed the second he stepped inside. It's heavy now. Like it's pressing against my chest, warning me to shut up, stay still, disappear. I don't cry anymore. I did weeks ago, months ago. But tears made him angrier, and anger made the walls bleed. So now I just go quiet. Like now. I stare at the phone screen, praying it'll post. Even if just one person sees it. Nothing. Upload failed. He's going to kill me. I whisper. Not for views, not for clout. Just to say it out loud. Like maybe if I say it, someone out there will hear me. But who? My mom thinks I'm at Sarah's. Sarah thinks I'm at my aunt's. And my aunt hasn't heard from me in over 6 months. I crafted it perfectly. I made sure no one knew where I was going. Not even me. That's what he wanted. He didn't scream tonight. He didn't throw anything. He didn't even text. He's just waiting. I can feel it. He's on the other side of the door. Smiling. Breathing. He's just standing there. Not knocking. Not yelling. Just standing on the other side of the door like it belongs to him. Like I belong to him. The silence is louder than anything. I try not to blink. Not to move. The dresser handle is digging into my back. But I won't shift. Not now. I know the sound this floor makes when I move. He knows it too. There's still blood under my nails from last time. I didn't get it all out. Not because I couldn't, but because I wanted to see it. To remind myself it happened. That I fought back once. But not tonight. Tonight I can't even breathe without permission. I open my phone again. I scroll to drafts. There's one video sitting there. I don't remember making it. I hit play. It's me. But something's wrong. I'm in a room I don't recognize. The lighting's yellow. Fuzzy. Like a motel. I'm wearing my favorite hoodie. The one I swore I'd never let him see me in. But in this video I'm staring dead into the camera. Eyes wide. Lips shaking. I'm whispering something but the sound's warped. I tap for captions. If anyone sees this, then it cuts. I don't remember filming that. I don't remember being in that room. I don't remember. Wait, the doorknob moves. Not turning. Just twitching like he's testing it. Like he wants me to know it can open whenever he chooses. That the lock's not really keeping him out. It never has. I grab my phone and open messages. Don't forget to grab your charger from Sarah's. Me, yeah, got it. Him, you know what happens when you lie. My hands are shaking so bad I almost dropped the phone. There's a knock. 3 soft taps. Too soft to be a threat. Too rhythmic to be kind. He's playing. Again. Cover my mouth with both hands. Not because I might scream, but because I might answer. That's the worst part. Sometimes, I think I'll open the door just to make the silence stop. But then I hear it, barely audible. Babe, you in there? That voice used to make me feel safe. Now it makes my stomach turn. I don't move. I go completely still. He says my name, softer this time. Come on. Don't do this. I stare at my phone screen. 1%. No service. It's like the world went dark around me, and no one noticed. I whisper one last thing into the camera. Please don't let me disappear like this. Then the phone dies. Darkness swallows the screen. And I swear, I hear him laugh. But it's not loud. It's low. Like a secret. He laughed. Not a loud, maniacal laugh. Worse, it was soft. Close. Like he was inches from the door, smiling. I don't even realize I'm holding my breath until my chest aches. I exhale silently through my nose and lean forward. inch by inch, careful not to make the floor whisper. My hands still gripping the dead phone. It's useless now, just another thing that failed me. The silence drips. Tick, tick, tick. I don't know if it's time passing, or my heart dying slower than I thought. I try the power button again. Black screen. I'm not surprised. I didn't expect it to work. But I keep pressing it like if I hit it enough, maybe the truth will change. My eyes burn. I blink hard, and then I hear it, fabric shifting. He's sitting down, right outside the door. Like he's settling in for the night. Like this is a game to him. And I'm the prize. I curl tighter, knees to chest, biting down so hard on my knuckle I taste blood. It's better than making noise. Better than sobbing. Better than breathing. That video. The one in the drafts. Why can't I remember it? Why can't I remember being in that room? The motel? The lighting? My own face? I wasn't drunk. I wasn't high. I wasn't asleep. So what the hell happened? Was it old? No. The bruises were fresh. Same ones on my wrist right now. I saw them in the frame. Faint, yellowed rings that matched the fingerprint marks he left 2 days ago. I check again, just in case I imagined it. No signal. No service. Still dead. My reflection in the cracked mirror across the room looks pale and stiff. Like a mannequin left behind in a store no one shops in anymore. The first time he showed up in my DMs, I thought it was harmless. He wasn't like the others. He didn't send pictures. Didn't start with compliments. He asked about my captions. My edits. Said I was smart. That's what caught me off guard. Because no one ever said that before. Not online. Not in real life. Not even at home. I told myself he was safe because he didn't ask for nudes. Because he waited. Because he told me I mattered. God, I was so stupid. But it wasn't love. It was something worse. Something I didn't have a name for back then. Now I do. Control. I told Sarah once. Sort of. I sent her a screen recording of a message he left. Don't ignore me. You know better than that. That's all he said. But his voice, there was a thread in it. Promise wrapped in warning. Sarah sent a laughing emoji and wrote, "Damn, that's some intense roleplay." I never brought it up again. The floor creaks again. No footsteps this time. But I hear the sound of glass. He's drinking something. Right outside the door. Drinking. Breathing. Waiting. It's like he wants me to hear that he's comfortable. That he knows I won't run. Because where would I go? I lied to everyone. No one knows I'm here. He made sure of that. And I let him. I once wrote a post that said, "If I go missing, it wasn't random." It got 3 likes. 2 of them were bots. The third was his burner. He messaged me that night. "Careful what you say. People might take it seriously." He always knew how to make truth sound like a threat. My hands are shaking again. I know I should stay still, stay hidden, stay quiet. But something's pulling me back to that video. The one I don't remember making. The one where I looked like me, but didn't move like me. Something was off. Like I'd been drugged, or hypnotized, or broken. I replay it in my mind. Frame by frame. I was sitting on a bed. Small. Thin blankets. A floral curtain behind me. A painting of a lake on the wall. That wasn't this room. It was somewhere else. Maybe a few days ago? Maybe I've been moved. Maybe I'm not even where I think I am. The thought makes my skin crawl. I reach for the drawer beside me and open it slowly. There's nothing inside. No charger. No key. No hope. Just motel paper stationery. A blue pen with no ink. I grab the pen anyway, and I start writing on my arm. "He's here. Help me. Send this to someone. I don't know who will read it. I don't even know if I'll live long enough for anyone to find it. But if they do, maybe they'll believe me this time. Because the last time I screamed, they called it drama." The door creaks. This time it opens. The door creaks. But it doesn't creak for long. Just long enough for me to register that it's opening slowly, deliberately, and then it stops. Half open. That's worse than if he'd kicked it in. Worse than if he'd stood there screaming. Because now I know he's watching. Studying the room. Calculating. I press myself deeper into the corner behind the dresser. My legs completely numb. my knees raw from trembling against the wood. I don't move. I don't blink. I barely breathe. The hallway light seeps in like fog, warm, yellow, ugly. I can see just enough of his shadow to know he's standing at the threshold. And I swear he's smiling. He says nothing, just breathes, like he's letting me feel how calm he is, how in control, like he knows I won't scream, won't fight, won't run. He's right, but not for the reasons he thinks. I'm not frozen from fear. I'm frozen from strategy. Because in my left hand, I'm gripping something cold and sharp. The broken base of the phone charger I cracked when I panicked earlier. I don't even know if I can use it. I don't even know if I try. But it's something. A small something. And in here, in this house, in this hell, something is everything. His foot slides forward. One sneaker. Familiar. Worn. Still crusted with blood on the left toe. Mine. That's my blood. I see it. I remember it. The night he got mad about the text I didn't send. He said silence was louder than lying. He said my quiet was manipulative. He said girls like me always play the victim. I hear him shift. He takes another step in. And just like that, the silence becomes war. My pulse is pounding so loud I swear he can hear it. My eyes lock on the gap under the dresser. Just enough space for light to bend through. Just enough to see his feet. He stops. Then speaks. Are you hiding, baby? He says it like a joke. Like a game. I don't answer. Not even in my head. Because if I answer in my head, I'll answer out loud. I tighten my grip on the broken plastic shard. It digs into my palm. That's good. Pain keeps me present. Pain keeps me real. And then, he steps back. Leaves. The shadow disappears. The door shuts. I hear the latch click. And then nothing. No footsteps. No hallway creaks. Just gone. Like he was never there. But I know better. I know his silences. He's not gone. He's circling. I've seen him do it before, once at a bus station when I tried to run. Once in a grocery store when I made eye contact with the cashier too long. Once in front of Sarah's house when she hugged me goodbye. He circles. Like a shark. Because he wants me to bleed first. I crawl toward the dresser's edge and peek out. The door's shut. Locked. From the outside. My throat tightens. He locked me in. Not just metaphorically. Physically. There's no handle on the inside. Just a rusted slot where a knob used to be. This isn't a bedroom. This is a cell. I reach for the phone again, dead, useless brick that it is. And for a moment, something inside me breaks. Not the kind of break that screams. The kind that surrenders. The kind that whispers. He's going to win. I curl up. Pull my hoodie over my knees. Try to disappear inside myself. And that's when I hear it. The phone hums. A low, glitchy buzz. The screen lights up just once and then dies again. But it was enough. Preview flashes. A new video. In my drafts. I didn't record anything. I swear to God I didn't. My heart slams against my ribs. I unlock the phone with trembling hands. Praying it'll give me one more second before dying. And somehow, it opens. 1% battery. No service. But the draft is there. The thumbnail is horrifying. It's me. Crying. But not normal crying. Unblinking. Mouth open. Sobbing in complete silence. I stretch too wide. And the caption? You should have watched it. I hit play. My face is half lit by what looks like motel lighting. My lips are moving fast. Too fast. Like the audio's been removed. Like the world doesn't want to hear me anymore. Then, frame by frame, the image distorts. My face warps. My shoulders twitch. The camera shakes. And then the screen splits. For one frame, he's in the background. Smiling. Standing behind me like he's part of the furniture. Unmoving. And then it glitches again. Static. Black. And then, me again. But I'm not crying anymore. I'm mouthing something. I read my own lips. Over and over. And when I finally make it out, I drop the phone. Because I was saying, he's not the only one. He's not the only one. That's what I mouthed in the video. My own face. Staring into the lens. Dead in the eyes. Whispering something I don't remember saying. And now I can't unhear it. I sit frozen on the floor, back against the dresser, staring at the phone where it landed. I don't want to touch it. I don't even want to look at it, because now it feels wrong, like it's not mine anymore, like it's part of them. The room is still, too still. Even the hum from the light has stopped. I think he's still outside. I think he's listening. Or worse, I think someone else is. I crawl toward the corner where the phone landed, pick it up carefully, like it might bite. The screen is off again. Battery's dead. Should have stayed that way. But now I know something's inside it. Something I didn't put there. Something watching back. I keep whispering it to myself like a code I'm trying to crack. He's not the only one. Who's the second, he? Or is it not a he at all? Was someone else helping him? Filming? Posting? Editing my videos? No, that's impossible, right? But I can't trust what I know anymore. Not after the motel room video. Not after the distorted voice. Not after seeing myself cry in a place I don't remember being. Wearing clothes I own but don't remember packing. Maybe it's all him. Maybe he's just smarter than I realized. Or maybe I'm losing my mind. God, maybe that's what he wants. Maybe that's the real game. Not to kill me. Not yet. But to make me disappear from the inside first. My stomach turns. I crawl across the carpet toward the mattress. Low, old, ripped at the seams. Probably hasn't been washed in years. He said this was temporary. A place just until things calmed down. But now I think this was always the plan. Isolation. Silence. No neighbors. No windows. No escape. I flip the mattress edge. Nothing underneath. Then I see something wedged into the slats. A phone. Not mine. An old iPhone. Cracked. Still powered. My heart stops. Why is there another phone here? I didn't bring this. He never mentioned it. I hold it like a cursed object. There's no passcode. It opens on the photo app. Thousands of images. All of me. Some are screenshots of my TikToks. Some are stills from videos I never posted. Some are of me. Sleeping. I drop the phone like it burned me. My hands shake violently now. I can't tell if I'm cold or terrified. Maybe both. I scroll down, fighting the nausea. There's a folder. Titled, Live_drafts. I open it. 12 videos. The first one is dated 2 weeks ago, before I told anyone I'd be off the grid. Before I even agreed to come with him. I hit play. It's me. Eyes swollen. Face bruised. Tied to a chair. Sobbing. I'm not screaming. Like I wasn't allowed to. I'm saying something in a broken whisper. They won't believe me. They never do. I pause the video. I feel my throat close. Because I've never seen this before. But I know it's me. And that voice, it's mine. But something about the way I'm looking at the camera. It's not fear. It's resignation. Like I'd already given up. I try to exit the app, but a notification pops up. It's not from TikTok. It's from a custom app I've never seen before. A black icon. No name. Just a blinking red dot. New viewer connected. I freeze. My fingers hover above the screen. Another notification pops up. Recording started. And the front-facing camera turns on by itself. I'm looking at my own reflection. Disheveled. Eyes puffy. Hoodie stretched. Blood at the corner of my lip. They're watching you now. The text appears as a live caption. I didn't type that. I didn't say that. I throw the phone across the room. It hits the wall and shatters. I crawl backward, back into the corner, shaking so hard I can't feel my limbs. There's no signal. There's no help. And now I don't even know what help means. Because if someone else has been watching, if this has been streamed, if I was recorded before I even arrived here, then this wasn't just his plan. It was someone else's too. I hear movement. Not near the door this time. Behind the wall. A thump. Then silence. Then a metallic click, like a latch. And then, laughter. But not his. Lighter. Female. They always say, if you're scared, just leave. As if it's that easy. As if leaving doesn't come with a cost. As if monsters don't know how to follow. That night, I made the mistake of texting someone. Just one person. A girl I barely knew from school, but she posted about abuse once, and I guess I thought, maybe she'd get it. Maybe she'd believe me. I think he's going to kill me, I typed. Then call the cops LOL, she replied. 3 seconds later, another message. Or maybe stop being dramatic and go to sleep. Nail Polish medium skin tone skull. I stared at the screen. My hands shook so hard I almost dropped the phone. It's not that she didn't care. It's that she thought I was performing. Like it was another one of those trauma core TikToks. Like I was chasing attention, not air. Maybe I was partly to blame. Maybe I had posted one too many vague captions. Maybe all those dark videos I stitched and reshared blurred the line for them. For everyone. But I wasn't performing now. Not tonight. I wanted someone to know what my life had become. What he had turned it into. He never yelled in front of others. He never raised a hand when someone might see. He smiled in public. Made jokes. Opened doors for old women. But inside that house, behind those shut blinds, he was God. And I was his favorite thing to break. I remember one night I tried to leave. Packed a duffel bag. Didn't take much. Just some clothes, ID, and the little makeup bag I kept tucked in a shoebox. I waited for him to fall asleep. I counted his snores like steps on a bomb countdown. Then I opened the door. But I never made it out. The lock had been changed. Silently. While I was in the shower, maybe. There was no way out. And he made sure I knew it. He didn't scream. Didn't hit. He just stared. Cold and close, and said, "Try that again. And I'll send your little brother the video of you crying for help." I didn't even know he had that. I didn't even know he was recording. After that night, I stopped trying to leave. I stopped talking. I stopped believing in rescue. But I didn't stop recording. That TikTok, the TikTok, wasn't for me anymore. It was for someone else. Someone who might look into my eyes and see what I was too scared to say out loud. But no one watched. And those who did, they scrolled past. Or they liked it and left a comment. This is giving creepypasta vibes, loudly crying face. You should play a victim in a horror short, you'd go viral FR. And I almost laughed. Almost. Because the horror wasn't a short. It was a sentence. And I was still serving it. Every night. In silence. While he paced the hall like a shark smelling blood. And I counted breaths like currency. Wondering if tonight would be the last one. I didn't plan it. I didn't rehearse it. I just stared at my reflection one night and whispered, "Record." I don't know why. Maybe I thought if I could see myself, really see myself, then maybe I wouldn't feel so invisible. Maybe if I looked broken enough, someone else would finally believe me. The camera shook. My fingers trembled as I pressed record. And there I was, eyes hollow, lips split from biting too hard. Skin pale and bruised like fading ink on old paper. I didn't cry. I didn't blink much either. I just said, if I don't make it, show them this. That video was never meant to be art. It wasn't a trend. It was a will. I tucked it deep in my drafts, buried under filters and dances and fake smiles from better days. But every day after that, I filmed a little more. Not for followers. Not for views. But for evidence. Because I'd learned something no one ever tells you. Dead girls don't get justice. Only documented ones do. So I started documenting. Everything. The way he locked the door from the outside. The missing kitchen knives. The text that read, "Don't talk to anyone unless you want me to bury you beside your secrets." I took screenshots. I filmed voice notes. Even when I wasn't sure I'd make it to morning. Even when my fingers shook so badly I couldn't tap the screen right. But I kept going. Because I had nothing left to lose. The world had already forgotten me. Teachers stopped asking if I was okay. Friends stopped texting when I stopped replying. Even my mom thought I was just going through a phase. Teen girls are always moody, she said on speakerphone once. She'll grow out of it. I stared at the wall while she said that. While he sat next to me, smiling. He winked. And mouthed, "Good girl." I wanted to scream. I wanted to throw the phone. Tell her to listen. To really listen. But I didn't. Because he was right there. And that scream would have cost me more than a broken phone. It would have cost me blood. So I smiled instead. and told her I was just tired. Tired. What an empty little word for the kind of soul-deep exhaustion I felt. Tired of pretending. Tired of praying to a God that seemed to have gone deaf. Tired of waking up to the sound of keys locking from the outside. Tired of waiting for a rescue that never came. Until that night. The night I filmed my final draft. I sat in the corner of the room. The closet door cracked open just wide enough for the glow of my phone screen. And I whispered. He said tonight would be my last. I didn't flinch. I didn't cry. I just kept talking. I told the camera about the basement. About what I saw there. About the names scratched into the wall. Names that weren't mine. And then I said, if you find this, don't just share it. Scream it. Because I screamed. And no one listened. Then I pressed save. And I waited. For the footsteps. For the silence that always came before the storm. I don't remember what happened next. Just the slam of the door. The sound of something breaking. My own breath catching in my throat as the screen turned black. And the feeling. The horrible, suffocating feeling that I wouldn't get to tell the rest. But if you're hearing this now, if this story has made its way to you, then maybe, just maybe, someone finally opened their eyes. And maybe I was louder than he thought. There's a moment, just one, that splits your life in half. For me, it was the sound of the lock clicking, but not the way it usually did. This time it was louder, more urgent, and it wasn't him. It was shouting. Boots, radios crackling, and then light, so much light. I didn't move at first. I thought it was another trick. He used to play games like that. Leave the door open and wait to see if I try to run. But this wasn't him. This was different. I heard someone scream my name. Not the name he gave me. My real name. And then I knew. They came. I whispered. They actually came. They found me crouched in the closet. Phone clutched to my chest. Still recording. I don't remember being pulled out. I remember faces. Hands. Voices calling me brave. But I didn't feel brave. I felt broken. I remember the cold air hitting my skin for the first time in weeks. I remember crying. Not because I was free, but because I realized how close I'd come to being just another hashtag. A story told after the girl was gone. But I wasn't gone. Not yet. Not me. Because that video, the one I left in my drafts, had posted. It glitched. Auto-uploaded somehow. And someone saw it. Some stranger. Some angel with Wi-Fi and a conscience. They shared it. It went viral in hours. And suddenly the world that ignored my cries was screaming on my behalf. It was everywhere. Girl missing after chilling TikTok. Draft video leads police to potential human trafficking den. Her last video was a cry for help. And this time we listened. They found more than me. There were others. Not all of them made it. Some were just bones. Some were names carved into that basement wall. But some were still breathing. Barely. And when they saw me, we didn't speak. We didn't have to. Because we understood each other in a way no one else could. We were the girls who were almost forgotten. The girls who were almost silenced. But instead we became noise. Beautiful, blistering, unstoppable noise. I spent weeks in the hospital. Not just to heal the bruises you could see, but the ones you couldn't. The ones that sit behind your eyes and make you flinch at kindness. Therapists came and went. Police asked questions I wasn't ready to answer. My mother cried more than I did. And he was arrested. His face splashed across every headline. Every video. Every screen. He looked so small behind that courtroom glass. He used to stand over me like a god. Now he looked like nothing. And still, a part of me felt afraid. Because evil doesn't need height or weight or strength. It just needs silence. And mine is gone forever. I speak now. Loudly. Often. For the girls still whispering in closets. For the boys hiding their fear behind fake smiles. For the people with screams trapped in their throats. I survived. And I won't stop telling this story. Not because it makes me strong. But because somewhere, someone else is recording their last hope. And maybe, just maybe, this time you'll be the one who hears it. So if you're listening now, if my voice reached you, don't scroll past this one. share it, remember it, and most importantly, subscribe to the Veil of Secret, where the forgotten are finally heard.